AutoView Enterprise Visualization lets anyone within an organization and beyond leverage technical documents to solve the company's document interoperability problem, regardless of the tools used to create them or the back-office system in which they reside. Here, I have opened an AutoCAD DWG file natively, without having to do any conversion. This means that AutoView can leverage the existing infrastructure already in place to manage your CAD drawings, and is much simpler to deploy from an IT perspective. This also guarantees that the user is viewing the correct version of the drawing without any errors introduced by conversion. Different sections of the AutoCAD file are bookmarked in AutoView, and it is easy to jump from one to another. Users can easily zoom and pan around 2D drawings without any CAD training. They can quickly access the information they need to execute their task. For large drawings, it may be difficult to navigate around on a small screen without constantly having to zoom in and out. In AutoView, we can use the magnifying glass or pan and zoom window tools to get a more detailed level of display. The pan and zoom window allows a user to zoom into a specific area of the drawing and easily navigate the document while still being able to see where that area is in respect to the whole drawing. Engineers and drafters usually group common information into logical layers in the drawing. With AutoView, we can easily toggle layers on and off to show or hide information. AutoView also allows users to easily search files for text, even CAD files. Here I found the word odd, and if I want to know where it is in the drawing, I can either zoom out or I can use the pan and zoom window to get a full view of the drawing. With AutoView, a user can never modify the original file, but they can create markups. Markups are like an overlay and are stored in a separate file and linked to the original in the content management system when integrated, or on the AutoView server when not integrated. Adding markups in AutoView is simple, even for non-CAD users. Here, I am adding a cloud entity and a leader line with a text note. AutoView has many markup entities, including hyperlinks. Hyperlinks allow you to link other important information, documents or URLs, to the current file. Files such as images, Office documents, and even other CAD files can also be embedded into the markup file as attachments. A few examples of documents you may want to attach or link to from a CAD file are product requirement documents, photographs of assets taken during repairs or maintenance, product websites, or even map locations. Here, I have attached a Word file that has customer requirements. By clicking on the attachment in the markup file, the Word document opens and its content can be reviewed. It is possible to add any number of entities to a markup layer or any number of layers to a markup. For now, I will save this markup and exit markup mode. This markup can now be reopened at any time by anyone who has permission to access the file. The simplest way to open a pre-existing markup is to click on the red pen icon located in the bottom left corner, which is only visible when markups are associated to the current file. The markup file is now reopened. AutoView also allows you to compare two versions of a document to see what has changed. AutoView shows a side-by-side display of the two drawings with the comparison results at the bottom. The comparison results are color-coded, additions in green, deletions in red, and unchanged in blue. Each of these colors can be toggled on and off. In cases where the drawings do not line up correctly, or if the scaling is different between the two, you can use the Align and Scale feature to adjust the display to get the comparison results that are sought, even if the files being compared are in different formats, such as DWF or DXF. AutoView has all of the printing capabilities you'd expect from an enterprise-class printing tool, including Print Preview. Here are the option tabs with available functions. There are general options such as printer, paper size, orientation. Scaling, which allows you to fit, factor, or scale what is being printed. You can choose which pages and what areas are to be printed. And there is Force to Black. This forces all colors to black instead of printing all the light colors such as yellow or magenta to a grayscale, which sometimes is very difficult to see. AutoView can also add headers, footers, and watermarks. These allow you to add additional information to the printout. This information can be free text, such as what I am doing here with Property of Oracle Corp, or predefined fields, such as the date or name of the file, which AutoView can derive right from the back-end system. Security on the headers, footers, watermarks can be controlled by the administrator. Administrators can set these fields to certain text or metadata and lock it out from the user to force every printout to include important information such as copyright notices, the users who printed it, and when it was printed. With AutoView, you can also hold real-time collaboration meetings for any number of people via the web. I'm going to show a scenario where Bob Erickson, a maintenance worker, is doing scheduled maintenance on a pump in a plant when he runs into a problem and wants to consult his supervisor, Sam. During his inspection, Bob finds a crack in the hose. He is unsure how to proceed and wants to review this with Sam. He calls him on the phone and initiates a real-time collaboration session from within AutoView, which Sam joins. AutoView's real-time collaboration allows all meeting participants to view a document at the same time and add markups during the meeting, not just the initiator. Bob zooms in on the spot where he found the crack and adds a markup, explaining this is where the crack was found. The markup almost instantly appears on Sam's screen, allowing him to see the location of the crack for himself. With AutoView's real-time collaboration, users also have access to a built-in chat function for easy communication. Of course, they could do this over the telephone, but the benefit of using the chat function is that the chat session is saved. This creates an audit trail of all maintenance decisions and activities for future reference and accountability. Bob opens a chat window and asks Sam whether they should order a new pump. Sam instructs Bob to patch up the crack, as placing an order for a new one would delay things. When the web session is closed, all chat is captured as a markup file and saved in the back-end system, which becomes part of the system of record. When this markup file is reopened, you not only have the cloud entity that Bob created to show where the crack was located, you also have a note entity that contains a full record of the virtual meeting, which includes the chat, who attended, who had control, and other relevant information from the meeting. This demonstration has covered only a part of the functionality that AutoView can offer today's digital engineering enterprise. Oracle's AutoView lets the other 90% of an enterprise leverage the intelligent, technical data being created by engineers. It can increase efficiency, reduce errors, and drive productivity. AutoView makes their digital content accessible and understandable to key parties within and outside their organization.